The U.S. Secret Service just dismantled a huge weapon concentrated in a 35-mile radius of the UN General Assembly today. It wasn't anything that blew up or any kind of munition. It was telecom, but here's why it was so crazy. They discovered several apartments filled with SIM cards and SIM servers that could have taken down the entire telecom network of New York City. All of you know what a SIM card is for. It's used to enable communication for one device. Now, a SIM server is something that can hold 1,000 or more of these SIM cards to centralize them at one direction. One SIM server loaded to the max with SIM cards could disrupt a cell tower, not completely shut it down, but make it close to being overwhelmed. They had 300 of these servers with, again, 100,000 total SIM cards. So in theory, they could have made 30 million text messages every single minute. So yeah, we're talking about a huge telecom blackout during one of the most important conferences this year on the planet, hosting over 120 different nations. Not 120, closer to 195. Oops. Now, all the articles I'm reading conclude that there are only 3 countries that could pull something like this off: Russia, China, and that third country in the Middle East, which I'm not allowed to name. Now, I don't understand how it could be that Middle Eastern country, because why on earth would they want to cripple such a crucial ally, especially during this time? And when it comes to China, why? Why would China want to not just go after the United States, but the entirety of the represented world? China is crushing it with the United Nations, so why on earth would they want to hobble their efforts with this huge organization? They are especially looking beautiful to the UN with their climate talks, because they are right now the trendsetter when it comes to renewable energy. Then there's Russia, that country which has been failing at this war against Ukraine for 3 years. They have been losing their grip over Crimea due to Ukraine's constant successful launches of drones and the Flamingo cruise missiles. Their energy infrastructure is under constant bombardment. They're facing gas shortages all around the country, even though they are one of the world's largest fuel producers. And amidst their litany of diplomatic, military, and economic failures, they have been trying to test NATO's patience by launching drones and other aircraft into NATO territory, just to farm a deeper crisis within their own country to potentially galvanize for a greater war. Potentially, because it can't happen. They would get flattened within weeks or even less. Russia has already been sabotaging as much as they could for the past 3 years, especially when it comes to jamming aircraft and navigational equipment all along their border. And what better way to foment chaos on the planet to try to regain whatever ground they've lost by disrupting the United Nations General Assembly, showing a huge telecom blackout in New York City, and of course, making America look so much more vulnerable and exposed. But I could be wrong. Maybe it's another country that the Secret Service didn't want to mention, or maybe it's something more internal and breakaway. Who knows? I am the Geo Husar, and did you know that aside from protecting the President of the United States, the Secret Service's other job is to find counterfeit money? Thanks for watching.